Hey everybody, so I felt like I needed to quickly recap the last video. The reason being is that I didn't have a lot of room on my phone and had to delete videos. So I deleted my video from the first night after the 4.5 mile walk out of Harper's Ferry. So I just wanted to kind of sum up what it said. So yeah, I took the train from DC to Harper's Ferry. It was on time leaving, but it was very late getting into Harper's Ferry because there was a heat advisory issued by the railroad, which meant that all trains had to drop their speed by like 20 or 25 miles per hour. And so yeah, it was almost 6 o'clock when I left Harper's Ferry. And the sunset is officially at 7:30. So I was hightailing it through there. It was so funny because, I've done that section of trail northbound, and I was a little concerned about two parts of the climb out. Oh my gosh, they were nothing. I don't know why I was so concerned about them. They were over before they started. I was at the top of the ridge before I even felt like I got started climbing. So that was a beautiful thing. I also had all the insect sounds because they were so loud. But I didn't get to do that the next two nights simply because the second night I ended up at Bear Den Hostel at like 4:45 to get water because that was the only place there was water. And I was gonna hike another mile or so to a campsite, but it was thundering and lightning and rain was coming, so I just stayed there. So the only night sounds at Bear Den was thunder. And then the next night you won't hear it either because you'll see. You'll find out. Anyways, so yeah, to this night I ended up at Bear Den and stayed there because of thunderstorms. So I hope you enjoy the video. There isn't any video of the shelter, which was Whiskey Hollow Shelter. It's a really nice shelter, but there were 4 other people there, and yeah, it was a little late when I got there because I didn't get a very early start from Bear Den, and it was over 18 miles. And then I guess while I was at Sky Meadows walking across up there, you'll see that, and maybe hear that thunder in the background and the wind. Oh, it made it so much cooler. But then I got really cool when the skies opened up and I'm running down the mountain, which is mostly exposed, in a thunderstorm. So yay. Nothing I've not done before, but it just was not conducive to video, and neither was the shelter, because I got to the shelter and actually there were already 3 people there, 2 girls who were hiking together and a guy who was already on his mat in the shelter, and they were arguing. Yeah, I walked into an argument in the pouring rain because she was explaining to him that he was not going to just hang his food in the shelter simply because he didn't feel like getting wet going to the bear pole like 10 or 15 feet from the shelter, which I agree with her. It's kind of stupid. Put on your raincoat and go hang your food. Although she was offering to hang it for him, and he was like, well, you're not touching my stuff. And, oh, yeah. See, I did not video that. So, anyways, enjoy this video. I'll probably, I don't know what I was going to say. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. I get to walk into Shenandoah National Park tomorrow, I believe. I am currently at Front Royal. So, anyways, enjoy. Peace out. Good morning from the Virginia roller coaster. Going down. So, good news is that it rained a lot last night throughout this section of trail. So, today, the little water meters on far out are not all saying dry. Yay. Some of them seem like they're doing really well now, but at least there's a little water in most of them. So, that's a good thing, because the first water was going to be 11 and a half miles from here. And it's not that that's such a far distance. It's just nice not having to worry about it. It's pretty hot, so we're drinking lots of water. And it's nice to know that I don't either have to carry extra water or wait till I get to a water source. If I need it, it should be a little closer than it was. That's all. So, good morning. Look at this path. This is pretty nice. Oh, we're just a few miles from the other end of the roller coaster. So, getting it done. It's not horrible, really. There's a lot of fear-mongering that goes on around this, but the heat sucks. Without the heat, it's not horrible. And honestly, these ups and downs are pretty short compared to what I'm used to. So, yep. Pretty good day so far. Still morning. Have a lot of day left. Just a reminder, you can thrive in any environment. These are rocks that these trees are growing on. Oh well. Okay. Made it to the top of the last hill of the roller coaster. I mean, I think it's all just very random because there were hills before and there will be hills afterwards, mountains. They just arbitrarily put signs 15 miles apart and made a point of having them go over the tops of them all. So, yep, so we're going down to the bottom where the nice sign is for the Nobos. So, anyhow, it's warm, but it's not quite as bad as yesterday afternoon. At least not right now. I hope it stays this way. It doesn't get any warmer. It's like 2 or so. Yeah, so I mean, y'all know I've been struggling with how my through hike has been going, and not being what I had hoped it would be, not being what I pictured, what I expected, what I planned. If it was what I planned, I would not have had to go home at the beginning of July. I would be somewhere near Harper's Ferry, southern Pennsylvania right now, having not skipped a big part. So, anyways, I've been trying really hard to see where I'm thinking wrong and need to adjust my attitude. And it's been slowly coming. I finally realized that it's ridiculous of me to be all upset about going home and things like that. Because so many people do. There's a lot of people going north who skipped sections that were close to where they live. And we're just going to make it up later after they summited Katahdin. I mean, in like section hikes, weekends, weeks, or something like that. So, I mean, plenty of people who go home for injury and come back and just take all sorts of time off. So, I don't know. I've even encouraged all of those things for people and not thought it was a big deal, except for some reason for me. And then I started realizing that so It was just not what I had wanted to do, I guess. And you know what? I passed a long section hiker who's going north. And, you know, I was like, oh, how are you? And she's like, oh, I'm living the dream, and meant it. And it dawned on me, girl, you're living the dream. You can just hike and go take a little break and come back. And you get to hike year round. It's exactly what you've wanted. I mean, I moved to North Florida to be closer to the mountains so I could take long weekends and weeks and do like a week or something like that without having to drive, I don't know, 4 hours just to get out of Florida. And now here I am complaining that I'm going to have to hike all year to finish my through hike. Girl, that's where I'm at now. Realizing that I am living the dream. Doing exactly what I want to do. Just because it doesn't look the way I thought it was going to look doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just different. So, yeah. That's where we're at. It's a good place to be. And it is hot. There's definitely some chafing going on because of the heat. But, you know, we're doing okay. We're doing pretty good, actually. Whew. We are at Sky Meadows State Park. Ow, hold on. Oh, that has thorns. That hurt. Whew. It's hot, but at least I'm in the shade. Down by the road crossing at 50, someone left waters and Gatorades, so I guzzled the Gatorade. That was pretty awesome. Thank you to whoever did that. That was needed. So, anyhow, when we get to the meadows, I'll show you, but it's really pretty here too. And sunny. Ooh, look at this one. Beautiful. There. Hate to have to disturb you. Ooh, didn't expect that. All right. All right. Whew. There's the first kind of meadow. Yep. This wind is awesome. This breeze, even if it is for rain, it feels great. Whew. we're still doing slightly up. I forgot how that was. I went down it before, so it didn't seem so bad. But at the end of the day, I have like a few miles to go. No more than, what, 3.5. Just depends on where I stop going down the other side of this. The shelter's at the bottom, but it's pretty far off trail too. So we'll see. I guess it depends on water. There are 2 water sources. One at the very top and one going down just a little bit. If I can get water from one of those, I'll stop wherever I find a place. Otherwise, I'm going to the shelter. I think the water's running there. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have water. I won't die. I have enough to make dinner and do all those things. And if it rains, that will be helpful too. Because it sure helped last night when it rained. Today was much better than we thought it would be. So, whew. All right. But, flowers. Ooh. Getting hit by leaves. I don't want to be stuck up here in a thunderstorm, man. Gotta get out of here. It's kind of dark over there. And I think back there a little bit, maybe. I think it's moving like northeast. So that should be good for now. I don't know what's behind those clouds though, or those trees.